Imagine waking up tomorrow and the United States has vanished, split into four brand new countries, each with its own rules and identity. Overnight, your American dollar could be worthless and your favorite brands might suddenly be foreign. Visiting family in another state? Now you need a passport. This isn't just a name change, it's a total reset. The US has been united for over 2 centuries. Breaking it up would be like trying to unscramble an egg. It would be messy, confusing, and a little scary, but also an adventure. So, what would this new world look like? Who's in charge? Would your school still exist? Would your favorite YouTuber now be in a different country? We're about to break down the Great American Split piece by piece. We'll explore the new countries, the fate of money and the military, and how your daily life would flip upside down. This is the ultimate geopolitical shakeup, and you have a front row seat. Get ready for a journey into the weirdest what-if ever. We'll look at the good, the bad, and the totally bizarre. Would it be a disaster or the start of something new? Let's find out. Meet the 4 new countries. First, the Republic of Pacifica, stretching from Washington to California, packed with tech, beaches, and innovation. Pacifica would be a global hub for new ideas, powered by solar and driven by creativity. Next, the Heartland Federation, covering the Midwest and Great Plains, rich in agriculture, oil, and tradition. They'd control food production and energy, with a slower pace and strong community values. Then the Atlantic Alliance, northeast to Virginia, home to Wall Street, Ivy League schools, and historic cities. This would be the financial and media powerhouse, fast-paced and ambitious. Finally, the Confederacy of the New South Carolinas to Louisiana, famous for hospitality, music, and food. Ports, tourism, and a warm, vibrant culture would define the New South. Each country would have its own vibe, strengths, and challenges. Pacifica leads in tech, Heartland in food and energy, Atlantic in finance, and the New South in culture and tourism. Life would feel totally different depending on where you landed. The old US map? Gone. 4 new nations, 4 new identities. Welcome to the new reality. 4 new countries means 4 new currencies. The US dollar? Instantly obsolete. Pacifica might use the Passy dollar, Heartland the Federation franc, Atlantic Alliance the Atlantic unit, and New South the Southern sovereign. Your savings could vanish until you exchange them, if you even can. Businesses would scramble. Walmart and Amazon would become international, juggling currencies, taxes, and new laws. Prices would skyrocket and vary wildly between countries. Online shopping? Now a cross-border headache. The national debt, trillions owed, would spark fierce arguments over who pays what. Each country would fight for a better deal, risking conflict. Jobs would shift overnight. Your company might now be foreign or move entirely. Small businesses would struggle with new borders, customs, and tariffs. The economic shock would hit everyone, from CEOs to farmers. It's a total financial reset. Some would adapt, others would lose everything. The chaos would be immediate and intense. Welcome to the new economy. Now, who gets the US military? You can't just split up aircraft carriers and nukes like pizza slices. The Atlantic Alliance would want the Navy, Heartland the Air Force, and everyone would fight over nuclear weapons. Most nukes are in the Heartland. Would they become a nuclear superpower overnight? Pacifica and Atlantic Alliance would demand disarmament or sharing, risking a standoff. The world would watch, terrified of a single mistake. Intelligence agencies like the CIA and NSA would be up for grabs. Who controls the secrets? Who gets the tech from Silicon Valley? Military bases around the world would be claimed by different nations, confusing allies and emboldening rivals. China and Russia would see a golden opportunity. The global balance of power would be shattered. The world would become more dangerous, fast. All because of one epic breakup. How would your daily life change? Social media would become truly international. Your favorite creators might now be foreign. Trends, memes, and even slang would split by country. Road trips? Now international travel, with passports and border checks. Families could be divided by new borders, making visits complicated and expensive. Flights would cost more and spontaneous trips would be rare. Shared culture would fracture. Each country might have its own sports, music, and TV hits. Over time, you'd see yourself as Pacifican, Heartlander, Atlantan, or Southerner. Laws and rules would change: driving ages, foods in stores, even what's on TV. Your favorite snacks might become rare imports. Everyday life would be more complicated and sometimes frustrating. The split would touch everything, big and small. Life would go on, but nothing would feel the same. Welcome to your new normal. Could the 4 countries ever reunite? At first, no too much bad blood over money, borders, and resources. Each would focus on building its own identity and future. But over time, they might realize they're weaker apart. Trade and necessity could force them to cooperate, slowly rebuilding trust. A major outside threat like an aggressive superpower could push them to unite for defense. Shared danger might remind them of their common roots. Even if they reunite, it wouldn't be the same. It'd be more like the European Union open borders, shared trade but distinct cultures. The Great American Split would leave a permanent mark. Any reunion would be a new beginning, not a return to the past. The lesson? Unity is fragile, but sometimes adversity brings people back together. The future would be forever changed. So, what would you do if the US split tomorrow? Which new country would you choose? Pacifica, Heartland, Atlantic, or New South? Would you chase innovation, tradition, ambition, or community? How would you help your new nation succeed? This wild scenario shows how fragile a country really is. The US is more than land. It's a shared idea, built every day by its people. A split would be chaos and opportunity, disaster and adventure. The real question, what does this teach us about the country we have now? The future isn't set in stone, it's something we all help create. So, what kind of future will you build? The Great American Split is just a thought experiment, but the lessons are real. The story is yours to write.